Okay, I'm going to be repairing this Zojirushi water boiler today. This is the model CD-LCC, and it is currently plugged in, as you can see right here, but it is not powering on. It's plugged into the same outlet over there that this space heater is plugged into, and you can see that's working perfectly fine. It's not powering on or anything. So these are a few of the tools I'm going to be using today. Most importantly is this T20. This bit is a, where is it? Tamper-proof 20. So it's Torx, but it's tamper-proof. And I'm using a Phillips head screw gun, some wire strippers, a little pry bar, some crimpers, and I'm going to be using 2 of these pieces here. So if you open up and remove the lid, you'll notice that the seal, the rubber seal, is dry and cracked. So what happens with these water boilers is the reason there's a seal on there is to keep the pressure inside of the water boiler when it's boiling water. I had a water kettle, tea kettle, that it was a different style, but the lid of it was cracked open and the water of it was boiling inside and it wasn't shutting off. As soon as I closed the lid, it shut off. So the lid being perfectly closed and sealed does affect the water boiler. This one is cracked and damaged, so I'm assuming that the pressure was escaping and it was continuously boiling and it burnt out. And we're going to be taking this thing apart. So we're going to be flipping it over, using your little pry bar on these 2 pegs right here. These little rubber feet. Just grab them at the edges here. There you go. Set those aside. And underneath of those you'll find the tamper-proof number 20. So I'll go ahead and remove those. I guess before you remove those, you should probably remove this ring. Just like that. Just 3 little clips. Go ahead and remove that, set that to the side. Now that we have these 2 screws out, go ahead and remove those. Save those little plastic pieces. Remove the metal plate back here. Okay. I've already taken this one apart, but there'll be a zip tie right here holding these 2 wires together that you have to cut. And there's nothing really holding this together except for a plastic clip on the front of the boiler down here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one hand, but there you go. And then kind of get that loose. We're going to pull back these pieces of rubber, which you do have to cut the zip tie for that. These are little insulation pieces. See, there's 2 screws over here. Just use a Phillips head screw gun for that. What I like to do is I like to put these screws back in the same place I got them. That way I don't lose them. Okay. Okay. So taking a look at this mess of wires right here, you'll see that this is incoming power, neutral and hot, whichever one. One of this orange wire goes through this piece right here, over here on the black, over to here. So if we were to take a continuity test on this one and this one, we should see continuity. Touch that together, and then I'll put one here, put the other one on orange, and you can see there's no continuity. Between this one and this one, if there's a break, it's definitely a problem. That means this piece right here is burnt. This is already the 2nd one I've repaired, so I'm familiar with this problem. So we're going to be replacing this thermal fuse right here as well as the seal on the boiler. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you here. Okay, set this to the side right here. Straighten this out here. And I'll pull this back. Okay, so you see there's our thermal fuse right there. It does have some codes on here, which, let me grab them here. It's by Microtemp Z6A50. See at the very bottom right here, it's rated at 144 degrees Celsius. And this particular one is rated at 250 volts, 16 amps. This is the G5, and this one is rated at, I believe, 20 amps. So the other one, there's the, yeah, you see, 20 amp rating. And it doesn't matter which way the red arrow is pointing. It's just a fuse, so. Okay. Nice and secure. Pull that across, cover up all the exposed connections. Kind of feel for the middle of the piece here, and then you want to bend it up on either side of it. Slip this back on here. One last thing we're going to need is a small zip tie. It's a 4-inch zip tie. There we go. Put the cover plate back on there. That one down. Okay, just like that. I should probably pour some water in here before. Okay, look at that. It turned on. You can see the tea kettle has turned on. Well, the next thing to do is to replace the seal. And they're all the same length, so it doesn't matter where they go. Now take a look at these two holes. They go in the front. And you can see it does have a slight taper to it, so it is thicker on this side versus that side. It is important to know when you're installing the seal because it can look crooked and kind of tricky there. So you can see the nice snap it gives you, how firm it is. So that is how you fix a Zojirushi water boiler that does not turn on at all, doesn't power on even when you plug it in. So now this fix, you can give some more life to your water boiler. I believe it's under like 20 bucks to fix this thing. And new, this thing costs, I don't know, like $180, $200. So this one is the 5-liter one, but same thing applies to the 4 and 3-liter ones. So it's a very common issue. I wouldn't replace just that thermal fuse without replacing the seal as well, because it'll probably burn out again with the bad seal. So go ahead and replace the seal as well. And hopefully this helps somebody out there, show you detailed instructions. Hopefully I got some good shots. May not have been on frame the whole time, but hopefully it helps. And leave a comment if you found it helpful. Thanks.